Closing in on game time at Wrigley Field. The Pirates and the Cubs, next on the show. No place better for Friday afternoon baseball than Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, the opener of this three-game set between the Pirates and the Chicago Cubs. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here for this NL Central Division matchup. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons as we delve into our pitching matchup here in the opener.
Well, and you know these two teams, of course, very familiar with one another. The start of another division series, so you know those two men right there have a huge task in front of them, trying to give their ball club a leg up right here in the opener.
Starling Marte will dig in now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. We'll jump ahead now to the bottom of inning number 1. Tommy La Stella will stand in now, hoping to get on base. As you can see, he currently sits 6th in the senior circuit in stolen bases. We'll jump ahead and pick this one up in the top of inning number 3. Steve Lombardozzi will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Three and 2, here it is. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. And he'll save a throw and get the force at third himself. Throw across to first won't be in time, so he's aboard on the fielder's choice.
That is always a tough decision to make down there at third base. Do I step on the bag and then go to first, or do I just try to go around the horn with it? Here, they do get the lead runner, but the throw across the diamond is just too late to make it a 5-3 double play.
One on the way. And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
Now the 1-2. Here's a hard hit ball back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit around third and being waved on home. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. We've played 2.5, no score on the show. Jason Hamill makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. We'll move ahead now to the top of inning number 4. Jordy Mercer will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Comes set, now the pitch. And a slider, called strike 3 as he couldn't pull the trigger and the side is retired. Anthony Rizzo will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th. Time to pick this one up now in the top of inning number 5. Andrew McCutchen will step in, a base hit in his last time. A 1-1. Swing and a hot shot toward third. And that is a fair ball as this one's heading for the left field corner. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the run will score from second to make this a 2-0 ball game.
And you know, there's just so few places in the strike zone where you can keep this guy from hitting the ball hard. This is not really a bad pitch, just a little bit down and away, but he's all over it, and he cashes in a run on the double.
Standing in now, Pedro Alvarez. And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 2-1. Swing and a ball headed towards the hole. And he'll make it up to third here thanks to the throwing miscue, and we'll see how they want to score this play.
Well, trouble's here at third base. He comes up with this thing cleanly, but just doesn't lock in on his target. That'll be an E5.
Sean Rodriguez will come forward now in an RBI opportunity he probably didn't think he'd have.
Yeah, it certainly didn't look like he'd have one, but now's where you really have to make teams pay. Nothing will demoralize a team in the field quite like having 2 out errors that lead to runs.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
And you know, down there at third base, he absolutely wants another shot at a ground ball.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Pirates get just the 1, and that's all. Home half of the 5th coming up. Pittsburgh leads this one 2-0. Javier Baez will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all.
Chris Denorfio will dig in. He singled his first time around. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error for the Cubs to this point. Here's the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He's ready now. The pitch. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
He'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. No one out with a runner at second. Ready with another 2-2. He did well to get a piece that time, and it'll stay 2-2. Here's another 2-2. And the fastball misses high and away there. It's full 3-2.
Wow, what an at-bat he's having right now. He's fought off some tough pitches. He's laid off a few pitches like that one. And now he's worked his way back to a 3-2 count.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Arismendi Alcantara will get another shot. Called out on strikes his first time around. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now. And this is something we've seen a lot from him recently. He's worked his way into another good hitter's count.
Yeah, it's not unrelated either. When you're going good at the plate, usually means you're being selective and you're not getting yourself out. When that happens, you'll find yourself in these kind of counts.
Here's the 3-2 pitch. And that misses ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning. Miguel Montero will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. First and second now, 1 man out. Up and in on the hands, it's 2 balls and a strike.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
He waits, now the pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. Now another 2-2. Look out, don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
And that's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
These guys really haven't had all that many great chances offensively. So, you know, they'd hate to see this threat go by the boards. not a good time for a strikeout at all.
Ready now on 1-1. Slider is in there, and now it's 1-2.
Yeah, one pitch away now from getting through 5 shutout innings. And I'll tell you what, the way he's throwing, this could turn out to be a night off for the bullpen.
That's hard hit back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit around third and being waved on home. And they're on the board as now it's a 2-1 ball game. Dexter Fowler will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. Here he comes, 3-1. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. Payoff pitch coming. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Only 1 in the inning for the Cubs. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. Bucks out in front, 2-1. Blake Parker will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Jordy Mercer will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Pittsburgh.
1-2. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And that's going to find a crease for extra bases, and it ought to open up this lead to 2. And that's going to plate the runner from second as this is now a 3-1 ball game.
Well, I got to tell you, I love the way this guy just lets it rip. Ahead in the count, behind in the count. It really doesn't matter to this guy. He's just going to go up hacking. And he drives in a run right here as he just drills this one for 2 bases.
Garrett Cole will get a shot now in an RBI spot, so a chance to help his own cause here.
And he's got a hit in the game already, so he can handle the bat at least a little bit.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And there's ball 2 now. No shortage of extra base hits as you see the totals there.
He's gonna go.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. 2-2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
And this is swung on and missed, though the ball did hit the ground, so he'll need to go to first. Throw to first will take care of him. Score it 2-3 on the putout, and there are 2 gone now.
Yeah, and that turns out to be a nice little play there behind the plate. They get the swing through for strike 3, but then he's got to get the out over there at first base and make sure that nobody else advances. And he's able to accomplish both of those tasks.
Into the box now, Starling Marte. And the splitter's in there as he gets ahead here 1-2. From the stretch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a 2-seamer, and the inning is over. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. Pirates on top, 3-1. Anthony Rizzo will stand in for the 3rd time now. Still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
We'll look ahead now and pick this one back up in the top of inning number 8. Sean Rodriguez will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. Time to jump ahead to the bottom of inning number 8 now. Jason Mott will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he pumps the fastball by him here, 1-2 now.
Yeah, and that fastball still got some life to it, even over 100 pitches.
Here comes the 1-2. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
You know, when you're facing a guy that throws his fastball in the high 90s, you know you're going to have to cheat a little bit. You've got to get things started a little bit earlier than normal. And what happens then, guy throws you something off speed, you're way more susceptible to chasing balls out of the zone, and that's exactly what happened right there.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. Dexter Fowler will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Way outside, nearly to the backstop, 2-1. Now the pitch. Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now. And with the tying run on the on-deck circle, the question, does he take a look at another one here?
He just might. You're still going to see a good pitch on 3 and 2, even if this one's a strike.
And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They still trail it here 3-1. Jordy Mercer will get us started as they look for a little insurance here in the top of the 9th. Here comes a 1-2. Swing and a line drive. Foul. He'll try again, 1-2. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Well, he really bunched him up on that 2-seam fastball right there. That's not a very confident swing either, and the result, just an easy ground ball.
Into the box, Garrett Cole up and in here as he had to bend out of danger. I think he took a little exception to that location.
Yeah, and so would I if I was down there. If you want to work inside, that's fine. But once you get up over the letters and closer to my head, now we're talking about a different story.
2-2. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground to short. Oh, and this is kicked out there by Castro. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
And that's one of those where even if he fields this thing cleanly, he was going to have a tough time squaring those shoulders back up and then throwing all the way across his body. But once it doesn't find the pocket, forget it. It's going to be an infield hit.
In now, Starling Marte. Well, this is hauled in by the second baseman.
Oh, you can feel for him, too, because you know exactly what's going through his mind right there. You can't believe it. You know when you're going good at the plate, all the little flares and bleeders, they all start going your way and they fall in. But when you're scuffling like he has, even the Rockets find a glove.
Standing in now, Steve Lombardozzi. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. And this will be out of reach for Castro. It's a base hit.
Yeah, and you know, he just couldn't put him away here with 2 strikes. He goes to the fastball, hoping to get out of the inning, but this is hit pretty hard, and now he's got a second man on base to deal with, 2 away.
That's in there on the outer half, 1 and 2 now. Big pitch here, 1 and 2. Fastball, whoa, look out, that just about got him in the coconut.
Safe to say, guys don't care much for that location. That'll get you riled up at the plate, no doubt.
Fouled back. Another try at 2-2. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin.
And hold that thought as that's a strikeout for out number 3, so the inning will come to an end. Pirates strand a couple, and it's still 3-1. Anthony Rizzo will stand in, 0 for 2 thus far. The 1-1 home. Now a swing and a fly ball. But this will land foul just shy of the wall. The 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And now a pitch on the way. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
And down by 2, you better believe they'll take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner.
Now a swing and a fly ball here headed out toward McCutchen in center. 1 gone.
And really, from what we've seen here so far this afternoon, balls just don't seem to have a whole lot of carry to them. And this was another example right there.
Now the 2-1. And, ooh, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
The 2-2 one more time. Full count now. 3-2.
And even though he's pitching well, this is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. They can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
And a fastball misses there. Ball 4. Starlin Castro will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Gone! And we are tied here in the ninth. So a 2-run shot to left center. 7 home runs for him on the year now. And the Cubs have come back to tie it at 3.
You just can't throw that pitch right there. That swing tells a story right there. I mean, he got all of that one. Remember, he homered in yesterday's ball game too, so he's riding a pretty good hot streak these past couple of days.
Javier Baez will stand in now following the home run that tied the ball game. So now on the mound, it's suddenly back to square one.
Yeah, and I don't know quite how you do it, but you've got to be able to regroup and start over. The good news is, it wasn't a game winner. You're still tied. So there's still hope to get this to a 10th inning and let your guys see what they can do from here on out.
That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2. You have to figure that sinker's going to be an important pitch for him here this afternoon.
No question about it. Obviously, it's a ground ball pitch, so if you're a hitter, you're going to need to make it bring that pitch up.
Chris Denorpio will stand in a tie ball game here where a ball in the alley could end this thing. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Another 1-2 delivery. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. Now another 1-2. Here's a swing and a ground ball. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on it. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. Arismendi Alcantara will stand in now, hitless to this point, but with a chance to be a hero here.
Well, he knows better than anybody in that lineup that one swing could make up for a whole game's worth of struggles.
Throw gets him, 2 down. Ryan Sweeney will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. And this ball's pulled on the ground down the line to first. But this will wind up fouled as he runs the count full now. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he lays off, ball 4. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done. Tommy LaStella will stand in. The 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. Nip the corner, 2-2. He's ready, now the pitch. swing and a ball hit to the left side, and this is going to wind up a souvenir. Ready with another two-strike offering. Oh, this is hit hard towards second. But right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. But disaster has already struck here in the bottom of inning number 9 as 2 runs come across, and they'll have to work a little longer to try and pull this one out on the road. 10th inning coming up, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Edwin Jackson will come on now as he'll take over to start the extra frames. Pedro Alvarez will have another go. He struck out looking his last time. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Here's the 1-2. Hit in the air to right center field. This ball is carrying well. Back it goes, and it is out of here. A solo home run for Pedro Alvarez. Number 10 for him on the year as they take the lead 4-3.
Oh, well, this is how you start an extra inning off right. Now, he wants to go home too, so he drops a barrel on that one, and now these guys will need to see if this will stand up.
Into the box now, Sean Rodriguez. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Here's another 1-2. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend.
Hit hard back up the middle, and he'll have himself a base hit. Pedro Strop will get the assignment on the mound here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
Now pitching for the Chicago Cubs, number 46, Pedro Strop.
Francisco Cervelli will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. Now the 3-1. He likely had ball 4 that time but couldn't hold back on the swing, so that moves the count to 3-2 now. Full count offering on its way. In the air to right center. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. The relay throw. And they'll get the man at third here at least, but in the interim, a run has come in to score.
Well, once his ball got out there, you figured it was a sure double, but he decided to risk it and try for 3. It's a pretty big gamble to take when you're already in scoring position, and here it doesn't pay off.
Stepping in now, Gregory Polanco. And this is going to be a foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. The 0-2 once more. And a good 2-strike swing here as he's been fighting off some tough pitches, but the count will remain at 0-2. Here's another 0-2. 2-strike delivery is a bouncing ball back up the middle, and it's going to get into center field. It's a base hit. Jordy Mercer will step in, 1 for 4 in the ballgame. And that, in fact, is going to wind up out of play. So a costly mistake there.
On a pickoff throw? Really? Into the stands? That's a disaster.
The 3-0 pitch. That one's in there, 3-1.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
Now the 3-1 pitch. Swinging a ball pretty well hit out towards left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. And that'll plate the run from second base, and the lead is 3 now at 6-3.
And if you're going to work away with a two-seam fastball, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. Here, as you can see, he starts it on the corner, so you know what's going to happen. It's going to leak right back out over the heart of the plate. And that's a mistaken location, pure and simple.
Hector Rondon will be the new pitcher. Josh Harrison will get a chance with a runner in scoring position here as he'll pinch hit now with 1 away. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. And it looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen. Here comes the 2-1. And that pitch comes over to catch the corner. It's 2-2 now.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
2-2 pitch on the way. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
That's just a nasty slider here. Way off the plate. Plays on the hitter's aggressiveness, and he gets him to go after him.
Into the box, Starling Marte. Now a swing and a high fly ball, and this one has some carry on it to deep right field. Alcantara will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So 3 runs on 5 base hits, 1 error in the inning, and 1 man left on base. So now we'll see if these guys can get even in the bottom of inning number 10. It's the Pirates 6 and the Cubbies 3. Mark Melanson will get the call here an inning later than usual as he'll try to save this one in the 10th. Dexter Fowler will try and erase his 0 for 4 in the ball game. Here he comes on 3-1. And he pops him up back behind second base. Lombardozzi backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out.
Oh, and when you're ahead in the count, this is all about bailing a pitcher out and doing him a favor. He'll take the pop up there. That's a gift.
1 out, nobody on. The 1-2 with 1 away. And this is fouled back and out of play. Again, a 1-2. Swing and a hard hit ball to second. And a sliding try at that one, but it'll get through for a base hit. And he needed extra innings to get it, but there's his first hit of the game, and that'll keep the hit streak alive and kicking. David Ross will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. From the belt, the pitch, and he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, you know when you get 2 strikes on you, you go into that protection mode up there at the plate. Let's see where this pitch winds up. Oh, yeah. That thing's nowhere near the strike zone, and that's a good job of making a guy go fishing for something he didn't really want to hit.
The 1-1. And a bouncing ball, foul. The right-hander deals on 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. From the belt, kicks and deals. And this is going to be a foul ball. Here now the 2-2. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Throw to first will be in time for the final out, and the Pirates have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Well, it took them an extra inning to do it, but they'll certainly take it as they lock up a good road victory here in 10 innings.
Time for one last check of the line score in this extra innings victory. An entertaining game all in all, so if we have to choose one who stood out among all others, why not go with this man right here? He's our top player of the game.
And I think, all things considered, this was really a team victory. But out of everybody, I agree, he made the biggest impact out there.
For the Cubs. Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Welcome to a Saturday edition of Inside the Show. It's time to take a look back at what happened around the majors on Friday. In the National League Central, the Pittsburgh Pirates paid visit to Wrigleyville to match up against the Cubs, and the game wore on to extras with the Pirates coming away victorious. The final was 6-3. Gregory Polanco turned in a nice performance offensively with 3 base hits. He is among the NL leaders in triples. Jared Hughes pitched well enough to earn his first victory of the year. The Milwaukee Brewers visited the Big Apple to do battle with the Mets at Citi Field.
Getting ready for first pitch at Wrigley Field. The Pirates and the Cubs, next on the show. Now from the windy city of Chicago, there's a beautiful look at fabled Wrigley Field. Today, it's the second of this 3-game series between the Pirates and the Chicago Cubs. Starling Marte digs in at the plate. Gregory Polanco will stride forward now, looking to keep that hit streak alive. Currently at 6 games entering play. 1 out and a runner on second base. Payoff pitch coming. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away. Josh Harrison will stand in now, and his batting average currently good for 7th in the National League.
Josh Harrison.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. In the air to right center. And Fowler will put this one away to retire the side. Pirates lead 1. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. Tommy La Stella will stand in now, hoping to get on base. As you can see, he currently sits 6th in the senior circuit in stolen bases. Wellington Castillo will stand in now as he was reinserted back into the lineup here after taking a needed day off yesterday. And this is hit hard on the ground to first. Hard will take this one over to first, and that ends the inning. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. Sean Rodriguez leads things off now in the top half of the second. We'll move ahead now to the top of inning number 4. Sean Rodriguez will try it again. He flew out his first time. The 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Oh, with every pitch it misses, he just keeps digging himself in a deeper and deeper hole.
Here comes the 2-1. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out toward right. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away.
And this fly ball will work almost like a sacrifice here. That'll move the guy up to third now with 1 out. Now, if they could just get another fly ball identical to that one, they'll be able to get themselves a run.
Here comes the 1-2. Wow, this one is smoked the other way to left center. Should be good for at least 2. And that'll bring home the runner from third to make this a 2-1 ball game. And he will check in with his first extra base hit of the year. It's a double.
Now batting. Right
And
fielder,
time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Jose Tabata will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ball game. He's ready now. The pitch. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
And that changeup's not really a pitch you can sit on with 2 strikes. Because if he gives you that fastball, you'll be an hour late on it. That's a great job of not showing that pitch until he was ready to punch him out.
Standing in now, Francisco Cervelli. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Pittsburgh leads this one 2-1. Arismendi Alcantara will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th. Due to time constraints, we'll pick this one up in the top of inning number 6. Gregory Polanco will stand in now to lead off the 6th as the rain continues to fall here. We'll look ahead now and pick this one back up in the top of inning number 8. Francisco Liriano will get us going now in the top half of the 8th. 1-1 on the way. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone, 1-2.
That rain is really coming down now. That's as hard as it's been all afternoon.
Now the 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Sometimes if you let that changeup go too soon, it'll take off on you. He's lucky that didn't hit him.
On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time today.
Yeah, in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, it's always important to get that first out. Put that offense on their back heels.
Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. And he is down on strikes again, so get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game. Steve Lombardozzi will stand in here hoping to at least put a ball in play here this inning. And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. Jonathan Herrera will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. The next 3-2. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. And he could only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Well, you know he's going to be happy to finally come away with that strikeout, but he He's so deep into the start right now, and you hate to burn through that many pitches on one hitter as he did right there. Those at-bats, they seem to take a little bit more energy out of you later in the game than maybe back in the first or second inning.
And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Now here's the pitch. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. He'll try again, 1-2. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
2 straight strikeouts here to start out the inning, but that's 8 for him now in the ball game. These guys have really had a hard time figuring him out.
Into the box now, Chris Denorfio. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Here now the 2-2. Swing and a ball hit to the left side, and this is going to wind up a souvenir. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. 2-2 pitch pulled on the ground down to third. On to Hart at first, and the side is retired. Looks like Liriano's got it working now as he holds on to a 2-1 advantage. Blake Parker will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Gregory Polanco will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. Ready now on 1-1. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. 1-2. And that's off his leg on the mound. And now, fortunately, they will get an out here. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Josh Harrison will step in, a ground-out victim his last time. A 2-1 offering. And a bouncing ball, foul. 1 out, nobody on. Two pitch on the way. Looks at a fastball low here, and it's full 3-2.
He knows the drill out there. You gotta make him swing the bat and not be giving up walks at this stage of the game, because those could be fatal.
Swing and a shot toward right center, and he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Yeah, you really can't take anything for granted out there when you're playing in the rain. You got to worry about your footing. You got to worry about raindrops getting in your eyes. You got to make sure you're in the right position. But in the end, he is right there to make the play.
Sean Rodriguez will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. One pitch on the way. Now a curveball's in there. 1-2 now. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at
bay. 2-2. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. Corey Hart would be next. 3-2, here it is. Here's a ball for Rizzo over at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Pirates as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Anthony Rizzo, who started off here in their half of the ninth, and no sign of a reliever. They're going to let him try to finish this one off.
Well, he's been brilliant so far, so why not see if he can take it the distance? It just doesn't happen these days very often.
Chopper foul. The pitch. Fouled back. Here he comes again, 1-2. He'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. Now another 1-2. 1-2 pitch is swung on and lifted in the air out to center field. Polanco is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the ninth this crowd was hoping for. One away. Arismendi Alcantara come forward now. He's popped out and struck out in his first two plate appearances. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he comes up empty there on a pitch in the dirt and falls behind now 1-2. Boy, that changeup's had him eaten out of his hand.
Oh, and they've been falling all over themselves trying to get it. But you've just got to know that that's not going to be a strike. It looks like it is, but it isn't.
Bases are empty, one man out. The 2-2. Full count now, 3-2.
And even though he's pitching well, this is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. They can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
Full count offering on its way. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
And there you get a look at his pitch count. You can see he's over the 100 pitch mark right now. So some of those mistakes are going to start to get magnified late in this ball game. You can bet they're keeping close tabs on him in that dugout.
Action now in that Pirate bullpen as the left-hander starts to heat up down there. Gets a good piece of it there, but this is foul off toward the third base coaching box. Here comes a 1-2. Slider, but that's low as it's dug out by the catcher there.
Yeah, an interesting setup now on 2-2. Here's where you really need to pay attention to that guy at first.
Hit hard towards the hole. Oh, and this goes right past him.
I'll tell you, this manager, he's probably seen enough. Two things you've got to avoid: walks and errors, and we've seen both here this inning.
Now here's Clint Hurdle out of the Pittsburgh dugout on his way to the mound. And that's going to be all for Francisco Liriano. Tony Watson will come on here hoping to get the final 2 outs and pick up the save. The 2-1. To 2-2 now.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
And here's a swing and a miss. And that, folks, is a big out number 2.
He knows his job is to hang on to the lead for his team, but with a guy in scoring position, he's got to do something to come up big. Not a whole lot bigger situation to come up with a strikeout than right there. He's fired up about it, but he's still got some work to do right now. He's not out of this thing yet.
Into the box, Javier Baez. Back up the middle, and that'll get through. It's into center, a base hit. The throw home. And they've come back to tie it up as it's now a 2-2 ball game.
Well, you started to get a sense that this was coming. They have come roaring all the way back in this game to tie it up in the bottom of the ninth. Unbelievable.
And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground is short. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. So this game will not end here in the bottom of the ninth as they push across the equalizer, and we're right back where we started from. 10th inning coming up, and we are tied 2-2. Corey Hart will lead it off here in the top of inning number 10. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. Now the 2-1 pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. And a sliding effort there, but that ball had eyes, and the leadoff man's on base to start the inning.
I tell you, when you're on a hot streak like this guy's been on, everything you touch turns to gold. I mean, this is not a particularly great swing. It's not hit hard at all, but sure enough, it finds a hole, and that average will climb a few more points.
And this is yanked hard down the left field line. And that is down for extra bases. And with nobody out, we'll see if they want to wave that go-ahead run home. And the go-ahead runs in to score as they break the tie. It's 3-2.
Well, that might just be the at-bat of the ball game right there. You're on the road. It's a tie game. You're in extras already. Facing this tough reliever, and he delivers in a big way as this is going to plate the go-ahead run.
Edwin Jackson will be the new pitcher.
Number 36, Edwin Jackson.
In now, Francisco Cervelli. And this is swung on and bounced out to the shortstop, Castro. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now batting, pitcher, Tony Watson.
Pedro Alvarez will get a chance with a runner in scoring position here as he'll pinch hit now with one away. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. And a pretty feeble effort that time as this is tapped in front of the mound. In time to first, and there are two away. Starling Marte will stand in now in what could be one of the bigger at-bats of the ball game.
And what he has to do right here is put his 0 for 4 out of his mind. He hasn't had the greatest of performances to this point in the game, but he could make up for it with a big hit right here.
Steve Lombardozzi will have another go. He struck out looking his last time. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2. Big pitch here, 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, you won't come within a foot of him.
Swing and a ball headed towards the hole. He'll send it on to Castro at second, and the inning is over. Pirates get just the 1, and that's all. So now we'll see if these guys can get even in the bottom of inning number 10. Bucks out in front, 3-2. Miguel Montero will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 47, Miguel Montero.
Charlie Morton will try to wrap things up here and save things in the bottom of the 10th.
Charlie Morton.
Now a ball hit sharply on the ground to third. Throw on to first, in time, 1 away. Tommy La Stella will get another shot. Struck out swinging his last time.
Tommy La Stella.
Now the 3-1 pitch. And that is in there at the letters to run it full, 3-2.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. That's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Here's the 3-2 pitch. Out in front, but this is skied into straightaway right. And Tabata has it for out number 2.
Yeah, it's starting to look like he's got this one under control. Just 1 out away now from a big extra inning victory here on the road.
The 3-2 pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw to first will be in time for the final out, and the Pirates have claimed the 4th consecutive victory here as this ball game is over.
Well, it took them an extra inning to do it, but they'll certainly take it as they lock up a good road victory here in 10 innings.
Time for one last check of the line score in this extra innings victory. And guys, we were treated to an excellent pitching performance in this one by the gentleman you see right here, Francisco Liriano. Take a snapshot of that. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, they tried to let him finish off the complete game, but he wound up needing a little help to get the final 2 outs. Still, 8 1/3 quality innings. You take that every time.
5 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Good morning, baseball fans. Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in Major League Baseball on Saturday. Looking first at the NL Central, the Pirates paid visit to Wrigleyville to match up against the Cubs, and the game wore on to extras with the Pirates coming away victorious. The final score was 3-2. Tony Watson earned the victory on the mound, his first of the season. The Milwaukee Brewers paid visit to the Mets at Citi Field in New York, and it was the
Closing in on game time at Wrigley Field. The Pirates and the Cubs, next on the show. It's been 100 years of baseball and counting at this place, and the charm hasn't faded a bit at venerable Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, the third and final game in this 3-game series between the Pirates and the Chicago Cubs. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here for this NL Central Division matchup. I'm joined by Eric Harris and Steve Lyons. And Eric, let's give the folks at home a look at what's happened in the first 2 games of the series.
Well, you see there a real good ball game yesterday afternoon. Most one-run games are. I expect this one should be pretty tight, too. Both of these ball clubs really match up well together.
More from the guys moving forward this afternoon, but first, let's get a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Pittsburgh Pirates, as manager Clint Hurdle has his squad lined up like this. Starling Marte will get his first chance at it now. Didn't factor much into the win yesterday as he took an 0 for 4 in the ball game. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Here's a swing and a high pop-up, drifting toward the third base dugout, and this is taken in for out number 1. Steve Lombardozzi will dig in now. He's got that average pushing up near 350 to begin play. We'll jump ahead now to the bottom of inning number 1. Miguel Montero will stand in with a run in, 1 out and 1 on here in the inning. Runner at first here, 1 man out. The 1-1. Runners off for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Short hop, but they got him. Great pick and tag to catch him trying to steal.
And I think they're going to set the tone early that they want to be aggressive on the base paths, but this stolen base attempt just doesn't pan out.
2 out, nobody on. The 2-1. Fouled back. Montero waits. Now the pitch. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Eric, you take a look at these guys as they take the field for the bottom of the first here this afternoon. They're on a nice little run, winners of 4 of their last 5 ball games.
And that includes winning the first 2 in this series, so they've had it going lately. They'll look to put a capper on the weekend with a sweep here.
Swing and a liner, but this will be a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And now pitch on the way. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. Second inning coming up here at Wrigley. The Cubs lead this one 1-0. Jordy Mercer will stand in now as he was reinserted back into the lineup here after taking a needed day off yesterday. 1-1 on the way. Here's a ball popped straight up, but playable for Montero behind the plate. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. Pedro Alvarez will stand in now. Certainly a dangerous hitter as he ranks number 2 in the National League in home runs. Can't do much with that one. It's 1-2. EK, one-year-old ball clubs. The Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
And that last loss was one of those games that you hate to lose. It really could have gone either way, but for our sake, I hope we get another close game like that here.
Jose Tabata will stand in here, looking to keep the inning alive with 2 gone now in the top of the second. A.J. Burnett will stand in with a chance to help himself out big time here with a couple of men in scoring position.
And a lot of times, pitchers go up there just because they sort of have to. But here, if you go up and just think ground ball up the middle, you might get one home, maybe 2. This is a big-time chance.
Now the 1-2 to 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Boy, that's pretty good patience out there out of a pitcher who's acting like a hitter, especially with 2 outs.
Here now the 2-2. And this is fouled straight back. Another try at 2-2. And he's down on strikes, so they get 2 men into scoring position, but that's as far as they'll get as the side is retired. Pirates strand a couple. It remains 1-0. Javier Baez will stand in. He drove in one of the 2 runs in yesterday's ball game. We'll pick this one up in the bottom of inning number 4. Anthony Rizzo will stand in, an RBI single in his first appearance. Burnett checks. Now the pitch. Now a swing, and he popped him up. And no ordinary pop-up at that. This is way up there. Under this one is Harrison, and he's got it for the first out. Miguel Montero will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. Now the 3-1 pitch. And that's in there on the hands. 3-2 now. Payoff pitch coming. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground is short. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Javier Baez will get another shot. Called out on strikes his first time around. Oh, I think he thought it was ball 4, but the knuckle curve's in there. 3-2, here it is. Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the second time today. Ryan Sweeney will get a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th. 1-2. Now he turns on a fastball here and sends it to deep right field. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Cubs strand a couple. but they hold a 1-0 lead. Chris Stewart will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Steve Lombardozzi will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. Ready now on 1-1. Took something off there, but this is hit well anyway, out to deep center. Alcantara is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly, as that'll square things at 1-1.
Well, you accomplished 2 things on that last swing. Number 1, obviously you drive in that run with the sacrifice fly. But because that ball was hit so deep, it allows the second runner to move up another 90 feet as well.
Andrew McCutcheon will stride in. Hopped out and singled in his 2 trips. Here's the 1-1. Oh, and he dialed that one down and got him to swing through it. It's 1-2 now. Here comes the 1-2. Now a ball hit sharply on the ground to third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And that'll bring home the runner from third to make this a 2-1 ball game. And the throw in gets away from him.
Yeah, and at some point you just have to accept that you're not going to be able to make the play. You got to eat this ball, stick it in your back pocket. But somehow he thinks he can recover from that bobble and throw it anyway. And you know what happens then? That's a big E.
Josh Harrison will come forward now in an RBI opportunity he probably didn't think he'd have.
Yeah, it certainly didn't look like he'd have one, but now's where you really have to make teams pay. Nothing will demoralize a team in the field quite like having 2 out errors that lead to runs.
In there, and it's even now, 2-2. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. 2-2 pitch on the way. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Jordy Mercer would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a 2-seamer, and the inning is over. Jonathan Herrera will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Time to move ahead to the top of inning number 7. A.J. Burnett will get a shot now in an RBI spot, so a chance to help his own cause here.
And he's got a hit in the game already, so he can handle the bat at least a little bit.
Here's a ground ball to first, and it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here. Starling Marte will dig in with a very important insurance run 90 feet away at third. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Now a curveball's in there, 1-2 now. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Here comes a 1-2. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, he won't come within a foot of it.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. Steve Lombardozzi will dig in now. 1 for 2 to this point. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch. And they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Here's a hard hit ball back up the middle. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Pirates leave one, as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Javier Baez will step in now to lead off the home half of the seventh. Neil Ramirez will get his shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 7. Big spot, 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Now here's a fastball up that he sends in the air out to fairly deep center field. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Cubs strand a couple. They still trail it here 2-1. Andrew McCutchen will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
And this ball runs away for ball 2, 2-1.
And that's not a bad spot. Just go ahead and stay out there. Don't come down the middle because we know he can hurt you.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
He knows the drill out there. You gotta make him swing the bat. Cannot be giving up walks at this stage of the game because those could be fatal.
3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
Well, this is turning into a real dogfight now.
The 3-2 pitch, and he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. It's a solo shot off the bat of Andrew McCutchen. Home run number 9 on the year, and it's given the Pirates a 3-1 lead.
Maybe a big swing of the bat right there. That's going to give him that ever-important insurance run here in the top of the 8th and make this a 2-run ball game. That's going to allow his bullpen to pitch with a little more freedom out there.
Jason Mott is on to work as he'll take over here in the 8th. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Standing in now, Josh Harrison. Called strike 2.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Here's the 2-2 home. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, there it is. Hat trick, my friend. That's a 3rd strikeout of the game. You know, luckily, his guys are winning, so it kind of lessens the blow, but actually, not so much.
Into the box now, Jordy Mercer. Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there.
Yeah, he's not trying to hit him, I don't think, but sometimes you need to keep guys honest up there. I think that's all he was trying to do there.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. The 2-2. Line hard into left. Denorfia is right there as she'll put it away without much problem for the 2nd out.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
In now, Pedro Alvarez. Oh, and there's a drive to deep left center. You can pretty much forget about this one. This is way out of here. A solo home run for Pedro Alvarez. Number 11 for him on the season. And the Pirates move in front now, 4-1.
Well, when you give up a clutch homer like that this late in the game that gives the other team a lead, You know you're kicking yourself a little bit. And how are you going to refocus now and get back into this game?
Pedro Strop will enter the ball game out of the pen as he'll look to get the final out here in the top of inning number 8. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Stepping in now, Jose Tabata. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Pirates 4 and the Cubs 1. Starlin Castro will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. And here's a big swing as he sends this one in the air out toward deep center. Catch is made out there by McCutchen, and that's the first out. Chris Denorfia will get another shot now, 2 for 3 in the game. The 1-1. And a good spot for that pitch as it's chopped foul. The 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
And time's getting short here. You don't want to have to face that closer in the 9th inning needing 3 runs. They need to cut that gap down somehow.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Lays off the splitter that time, and it's full 3-2. Waiting next is Anthony Rizzo. I got the high fastball there, and he popped it straight up. Under it is Mercer, 2 away now. Anthony Rizzo will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt as they'll need to throw down to first. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. So they'll slap an error on the catcher there, and you can tell he's not happy back there. Miguel Montero will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances. He could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Another payoff pitch. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Cubs strand 1. They trail it 4-1. Chris Stewart will get us started as they look for a little insurance here in the top of the 9th. Now the pitch. And a swing and a miss on the fastball, and there's the first out here in the 9th.
Now batting, the pitcher, Brad Lincoln.
Gregory Polanco will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Polanco.
And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
Well, you can tell he's trying to work that pitch away, but he might have left that one a little more over the plate than he intended.
So 1-2 with 1 away. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. Here he comes on 2-2. He'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now. Starling Marte will stand in here hoping to at least put a ball in play here this inning. The 1-1 home. And he'll lay off the fastball down low. It's 2-1 now. Here comes the 2-1. Now a swing and a fly ball. And foul. Sets the 2-2 pitch. Full count now, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again, 3-2. Another full count pitch home. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Mark Melanson is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth. Javier Baez will get another shot. Struck out swinging his last time. 1-1 pitch on the way. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. And this is something we've seen a lot from him recently. He's worked his way into another good hitter's count.
Yeah, it's not unrelated either. When you're going good at the plate, usually means you're being selective and you're not getting yourself out. And when that happens, you'll find yourself in these kind of counts.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. The pitch. And he struck him out again. So that's the old sombrero there, partner. 4 strikeouts in the ballgame. Ryan Sweeney will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. He'll try again, 1-2. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the ball game.
Well, you get a good sense of his value to this ball club watching this. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts, and now they're an out away from wrapping this thing up.
Standing in now, Jonathan Herrera. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. The win would go to A.J. Burnett, barring a late turnaround. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
And those guys are definitely deserving of the high fives. Anytime you can come into hostile territory and finish off a 3-game sweep, well, you've earned it.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And guys, victory wouldn't have been possible for the Pirates here without the start turned in by this man, A.J. Burnett. Picture perfect there. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he needed just a little help to get out of that 7th inning, but all in all, that's 6 2/3 very strong innings for him on the mound.